All right. Let's see. We dive in with another reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers for June 14th, the day of Gutsy Confrontation. And here we got a picture of a tiny hen going after a big old cock. Yeah, got some gutsy confrontation there. That's right. Hey, is it June 14th and it's your birthday today? Well, if it is, I just want to say happy birthday. And if you find this video long after your birthday has already passed, well, I hope you had a happy birthday. But for everyone else who's just joining us out of curiosity, I want to say welcome, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Let's dive in, shall we? Your month is June, your day the 14th. Your sign is 22 to 24 degrees Gemini of the Gemini III period specifically, and your quality and elements is mutable, air. June 14th, the day of Gutsy Confrontation. The determined and intense people born on June 14th are very sharp in their observations and assessment of what goes on around them. They are usually strongly opinionated, loyal, and demonstrate great courage when fighting the good fight, the honorable battle. They are forceful and convincing when presenting their ideas and opinions, and because they understand human nature all too well, capable of mercilessly exposing hypocrisy and pretense. The women born on this day are particularly forceful, and both mentally and physically. The men may be no less strong, but tend to have an egotistical and dictatorial streak which can create conflict for them and others. Less evolved June 14th men are capable of clever duplicity. Both male and female June 14th people have strong critical leanings and can be merciless when in a satirical or lampooning mood. June 14th people are really tough, difficult to get around, or smooth talk. Once they see the goal ahead of them, they go for it. And generally, their loyalty extends first to their family, second to friends, and last to society. If attached to a leader or cause, they can become a most articulate spokesperson. They make very bad enemies indeed, and one would be foolish to go antagonize them, for they know very well how to take revenge. Difficulties and problems abound for June 14 people, but they display remarkable expertise in managing them. Like experienced ball players, they know how to handle the intricacies of the game while keeping cool. Those born in this day must beware of dominating others in relationships, as June 14th people often recognize problems way in advance and act on them instead of giving their partners a chance to cope with things, even to fail, but learn from the experience. In this respect, they are best overprotective and at worst, compulsive. June 14th people value freedom of movement, and both mental and physical freedom. To be imprisoned, detained, or even delayed is intolerable to them. And for some June 14th people, the fear of being held against their will can border on being a phobia. And those born on this day are intensely competitive and deeply enjoy winning. Indeed, they must avoid making every area of their life a power struggle, and it is best if they restrict their aggression and competitive urges to areas outside of personal relationships, and they must beware of arrogance and overconfidence, particularly June 14th males, and of pushing their luck too far. Okay. Well, let's move on to those born in this day, but don't skip away too quickly if you're not interested in that sort of thing. Just skip ahead in the chapters to your numbers and planets and tarot, etc. But I find it important to drill down on those born on this day so we know what company June 14th people are in. All right. Born on this day. Harriet Beecher Stowe, the New England novelist, anti-slavery writer of Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tim, all right. We have Che Guevara, a Argentinian-born Cuban revolutionary and guerrilla warfare expert, a doctor and writer of guerrilla warfare, or guerrilla warfare maybe. And he was also executed. We have Jerzy Kosinski, a writer being there, and committed suicide. We have Margaret Bork White, a photographer, writer, and the First World War II female war correspondent, and she survived torpedoing, wrote and illustrated 11 books. We have Eric Heiden. He was a U.S. 5-time Olympic gold medal winning speed skater, and he won every event he entered. He also is a Sullivan Award winner. We have Steffi Graf, a British tennis 4-time world champion, multiple U.S. Open, Wimbledon, and French Open winner. We have Borek Spajek, a Czech architect and designer. We have Boy George O'Dowd, a British transvestite and lead singer of Culture Club. Pierre Salinger, who's a journalist, politician, executive, and the youngest U.S. Navy commander. We have Donald Trump, the New York real estate magnate developer. And since this was written before his election to president, we have Burl Ives, a folk singer, actor, Sam Wanamaker, a stage actor and director, Nicholas Rubinstein, Moscow conservatory founder and a pianist. We have Cy Coleman, a jazz pianist and arranger. Louis Finkelstein, he was a Jewish theological seminary director. And we have Guillermo Belt, who was a Cuban diplomat revolutionary. We have Jean Barry, the film TV actor. Dorothy McGuire, a film actress. Morgan G. Roseborough, a U.S. Army general. And we have Vanessa Harwood, a dancer. All right, moving on to your numbers and your planets. Those born on the 14th of the month are ruled by the number 5, as 1 plus 4 equals 5, and by the planet Mercury. The number 5, as well as the planet Mercury and the sign of Gemini, all stand for change, implying a disdain for plotting behavior and a propensity for impulsive action. June 14 people must learn to master impulsive urges, yet at the same time remain open to gradual rather than sudden change when it furthers their cause and that of those dependent on them. Unfortunately, the number 5 bestows a resilient character which recovers quickly from the hard knocks of life. Moving on to your tarot. The 14th card in the major arcana is Temperance, and the figure shown is a guardian angel who protects us and keeps us on an even keel. And this is a wonderful message for June 14th people, and they should heed it. And those born on June 14th should especially avoid all forms of egotistical excess and cultivate their innate ability to heal themselves. Positively seen, Temperance modifies passions in order to allow for new truths to be learned and incorporated into one's life. However, it may also indicate negative traits of moodiness, trendiness, and malleability. All right, moving on to your health. Referring again to the tarot card of June 14th, Temperance, cultivating moderation in life is crucial to the health of those born on this day. Although seemingly possessed of boundless energy, they must be careful of overreaching physically or mentally. A balanced diet and regular sleep maintain equilibrium. When June 14th people lose their way, and become prey to excesses and indulgences, their positive attributes fade, and their success dwindles. If only for this reason, which speaks to their competitive nature and drive for success, they should learn to pace themselves and be patient. Family, mates, and friends are enormously important for bringing light into their lives. All right, and here is your advice. Learn moderation and get your balancing act together. Remember to return the attentions of those who care for you. Watch your ego, lest it get out of control, and allow your mate to experience life too. Back off occasionally. All right. And here is your meditation. Happiness is what we fear the most. Peace somehow a luxury which we feel we cannot afford. Moving on to strengths and weaknesses. Your strengths, you are successful, you're gutsy, and you're ambitious. Your weaknesses, overstressed, impatient, and domineering. Your season is spring. Once again, you are a Gemini sign of the Gemini III period specifically, and your quality and elements is mutable air, And this has been June 14th from The Secret Language of Birthdays book by Gary Goldschneider and Joost, The Day of Gutsy Confrontation. I have an affiliate link for this book down in the description, so give it a click, get you a copy if you're interested. Over 1 million copies sold for a reason, as I like to say. And you'll be helping support the channel, help support me. I greatly appreciate it. Did this speak to you? Let me know down in the comments one way or the other. It sounds like it spoke to Donald Trump, who was born on this day. What else we got to say? If it was your birthday, I hope you have a happy birthday. And for everyone else who's joining us, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And you return to have your birthday reading. That's right. All right. Take care of yourselves.